Peace. I wanted to show you where we keep the majority of our homeschooling supplies and how you can make yourself a shelf for next to nothing. Um, we've been homeschooling for about a decade, and it's really hard to keep all of our homeschooling supplies in one room. Pretty much every room in our house is a functioning space. However, we were able to create shelving in our basement to house the majority of our homeschooling resources. So this is the shelving right here. And what my husband did was he purchased cinder blocks from Home Depot, and they were about 80 cents a piece. No more than $1, but I think they were like 80 cents a piece. And he used some 2x4 beams that he already had from a previous project. And what he did was he hammered some book shelving that we had that actually got ruined when our basement flooded. He took the upper portions of the bookshelf and he hammered it onto the 2x4s for shelving. And that was basically it. This rack was hanging up on the wall. He just took that down and laid it on top of the cinder blocks. This right here is a paper storage container made out of cardboard, and I can't think of the supplier that I got it from. We've had it for quite some time, but I'll look at the catalog and post a link in the description box. However, I paid $13 for this. However, what you can do is use cereal boxes. Take a series of cereal boxes, lay them next to each other, and then if you can find a long piece of cardboard to distribute the weight evenly and do another series of cereal boxes, you have yourself some paper organizers. So basically this is construction paper, graph paper, loose leaf, laminate sheets, all kinds of stuff in here. These containers, these are my favorite containers. Purchased these from what is this? I purchased these from Big Lots for $1, and they're used to put shoes in. But I purchased them and put all kinds of stuff in them. And for organization purposes and to keep my children neat, I took index cards and I listed everything that's in each individual drawer, every container, so they know exactly what's in what, so I can say, go get me this or go get me that. They'll know exactly where to go. Everything has been labeled. There's absolutely no reason why they should come down and go crazy and leave a mess. That really bothers me. I tried my best to organize it based on subject. For the most part, this is my stationery stuff. This is art supplies. This right here is like miscellaneous math tools like compasses, tangrams, dice, things like that, pentometers. We have counters here. And then I have containers for each individual thing: multiplication and division, addition, subtraction, fraction, decimals, money, place value. And then down here we have geography stuff. Those are catalogs from homeschooling suppliers. And over here we have some stuff for my younger children and some more math stuff. Over here is mainly science, and with my science I make sure I label everything so they know exactly what is what. They have it's dark, they have their microscopes and their weights and everything there. And up here is where all my jewelry making stuff is. It's been sitting there collecting dust. Hopefully one day I can get back to it. Over here, my husband found these shelves. Someone was throwing them in the trash years ago, and he jumped on it and brought them home. And we have pretty much homeschool curriculum: math books, geography, science, anything you think of, literature, games, all that stuff are on these shelves right here. And over here on this shelf are mainly my teacher resource books. Half of them are here. The other half are upstairs near my desk, but I have them sectioned: science, literature, I have art, and more literature, history. I have some gardening stuff down there. I have Spanish curriculum, All right there is Spanish. So I strive and do my best to stay organized, as organized as I can. This is my large paper cutter. And these are the dry erase boards, or write and white boards that I keep for the children. This is something I was going to do another video on, a DIY video. This is called a communicator. And you use this if you don't want your children to consume a sheet, but you don't have like laminate sheets. You just take a worksheet. One handing, excuse me. You just take the worksheet and you slip it in here. And I was actually going to do a DIY video on how you can make one of these very easy using bias tape. For those who sew, you know what bias is. Using some bias tape and 2 laminate sheets. So when I get some time, I'll do that video. But yeah, I'm really big on organization. If I'm not organized, my day does not function properly. I'm not able to work at my, at my highest abilities if I'm not organized. So this is one of the ways that keeps us flowing. Organization, big deal in my home. With 6 children, it is vital that we stay organized or it will be chaotic. So this was just an example to show you how you can actually create your own shelving next to nothing. Even if you want to put something like this in your living room, and if you're worried about young children and them hurting themselves, my husband and I were actually working on a way to create something that would build a buffer for the corners. But this is our basement, so we're really not worried about it. But in the event that you want to put something like this in your living room, it is definitely possible, and use it as a bookshelf. One of the cheapest ways to make a bookshelf. But I just wanted to show you this real quick, and hope this inspired you to get some organization going on in your homeschool. Peace.